Welcome to Gooner's Report, your trusted source for Arsenal updates, analysis and fan reactions. Subscribe now and join the Gunners community. Arsenal forever. Arsenal are finally on the move, with the January transfer window entering its final stretch. 2 Arsenal deals are now close to being completed, and behind the scenes, Andrea Berta is already laying foundations for a major summer push. A Real Madrid star is now on Arsenal's radar. A highly rated Hale-End talent is set to leave on loan. And a permanent exit looks imminent for another senior Gunners player. Let's break down everything you need to know. It's been a calm January so far at the Emirates, and that's no accident. With injury issues easing and Mikel Arteta close to having a fully fit squad, Arsenal are prioritising outgoings over incomings this month. Fringe players are finding opportunities harder to come by, and that's shaping the club's short-term strategy. Andrea Berta's main focus remains firmly on summer recruitment, but a few important moves are about to be wrapped up before this window shuts. Despite links to defenders like Marc Guéhi and Jeremy Jacquet cooling off, with Guéhi now at Manchester City and Jacquet close to Chelsea, Arsenal are still monitoring elite young defenders. According to The Athletic, Real Madrid's Victor Valdepenas is a name Arsenal are keeping a close eye on. Age 19, recently made his Real Madrid debut. Highly rated inside the Bernabeu. Release clause, €50 million, £44 million, and contract runs until 2029. This isn't a January move, but it's a clear signal of Arsenal's long-term defensive planning as Berta continues to target elite young talent. One move that is happening now is Ethan Nwaneri's loan exit. After rejecting interest from West Ham and Bournemouth, Arsenal have agreed a loan deal with Marseille for the remainder of the season. Why Marseille? Roberto De Zerbi's style of football, guaranteed attacking opportunities and a development-focused environment. According to Foot Mercato, Nwaneri is expected to arrive in Marseille today to finalise the move. He'll link up with Mason Greenwood and Matt O'Reilly. This is viewed internally as the perfect next step in his development. Another exit is also close. Oleksandr Zinchenko is set to complete a permanent transfer to Ajax, following a disappointing loan spell at Nottingham Forest. What started as a temporary deal has now evolved into Ajax agreeing to pay a modest transfer fee. Key details: just 5 appearances since Sean Dyche arrived. Only 1 Premier League start, and medical slightly delayed, but confidence remains. The deal will be completed before deadline day. This move would finally bring Zinchenko's Arsenal chapter to an end and help streamline Arteta's squad further. So while January may feel quiet on the surface, the reality is very different. Just 5 appearances since Sean Dyche arrived. Only 1 Premier League start and medical slightly delayed, but confidence remains. The deal will be completed before deadline day. This move would finally bring Zinchenko's Arsenal chapter to an end and help streamline Arteta's squad further. So while January may feel quiet on the surface, the reality is very different. Youth development carefully managed, squad trimmed intelligently, elite level targets monitored for summer, and no panic buys just precision planning. Andrea Berta is laying the groundwork for Arsenal's next evolution. So Arsenal fans, what do you make of this window so far? Is the Nwaneri loan the right move? Would you want Arsenal to trigger that £44 million release clause for Valdepenas in the future? And are you happy to wait until summer for big signings? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for daily Arsenal transfer news, injury updates, and match previews. Because when Arsenal move, we'll be right here breaking it all down. And as always, come on you Gunners. Meanwhile, in previously news, Mikel Arteta will never have a better chance of winning the title. And if Arsenal do not do it this year, you wonder whether Arteta would ever get Arsenal across the finishing line. Arsenal finished Saturday night down in the dumps because they had dropped 2 points at Nottingham Forest and missed some big chances to win the game. Yet when they stumble, their rivals fall over. Yes, Arsenal missed a chance to go 9 points clear after Manchester City lost at Old Trafford on Saturday lunchtime. But after Aston Villa lost at home to Everton, the title race took another twist on Sunday, because rather than lose ground, Arsenal finished the weekend 1 point better off than they started it. Everything is going their way. Arsenal are 7 points clear of City and Villa. That requires a 3-game swing with 16 left. You can start doing the sums as to how many wins it will take. After 22 games last season, Liverpool were 7 clear of Arsenal in second place, and Nottingham Forest in third. At the same stage last season, Liverpool had 51 points, which is one more than Arsenal have now. And, let's face it, Liverpool romped home to the title, and we never really felt at any time during that run-in that Arne Slot's side were going to blow it. Liverpool won 10 more games, had 3 draws and lost 3 games, and still ended up winning it by 10 points. They finished with 84 points. You also have to take into account that it is pretty unlikely that City and Villa will not drop points either. Arsenal simply cannot blow it from here. And furthermore, they should take great stock and comfort from the fact they have been the best team by some distance this season. Arteta has done a remarkable job in his 6 years in charge at the Emirates. To turn them from underperforming also-rans into title contenders has been incredible. Yes, he spent a lot of money, but so does everyone. And yes, there is pressure on him this season, but he knows that as well as anyone. The fact is, no one can say Arsenal have got the best squad until they win it. You can say they have got the biggest, but not the best until they deliver. City are still dangerous because of Pep Guardiola, and if there is one team and manager capable of putting together an incredible run, then it is them. City have bought well in January, with Antoine Semenyo and Mark Guehi incoming. Great business. But they were battered in the Manchester derby. Villa looked tired against Everton. We always knew they had a shallow squad, but they lost to a depleted Everton side who outplayed them. Even the defending champions Liverpool appear to be too far back. There was a smattering of boos at Anfield after they drew with Burnley on Saturday. Virgil van Dijk spoke afterwards about needing support, and it has been a difficult season. Arteta will be defined on what happens next. But it feels rather sad that the neutrals who were supporting them as unlikely contenders 3 years ago are waiting for him to fail. He has done a remarkable job no matter what happens now. Other managers and coaches talk about Arsenal being the best coached team in the league. The only team who can stop Arsenal now is Arsenal themselves, if nerves or jitters kick in. And the Emirates has been jumpy because of expectation levels. Arsenal have had some brilliant performers. Declan Rice has been as good as anyone. Bukayo Saka is so consistent. There has been flashes of Martin Odegaard back to his best form. Gabriel is so influential at the back. William Saliba so classy. David Raya has made great saves. Martin Zubimendi is, in my opinion, the best signing of the season. Sorry, but Victor Gyökeres is up there with some of the worst, and yet Arsenal are still winning and scoring, even though their new centre-forward has been a lumbering disappointment. Arteta reminded his players after the draw with Liverpool that they went into the festive period 2 points clear and finished it 6 clear. They went into the weekend 6 clear and finished it 7 ahead. Even when Arsenal slip and fail to pull away, the rest have not been good enough or consistent enough to close the gap. They are still in 4 competitions and top of the Champions League table. It has been incredible. By the way, this would be Arsenal's first title in 22 years. That is the longest they have gone without winning it since post-war. This is a big club which has always demanded and delivered the biggest trophies. It really is now or never for Arsenal and Arteta, and they have to win it from here.